What is going on, guys? Nathan Paul here, and welcome back to another video. Wipe.14 is finally here, and it comes with a ton of new features and changes to play around with. And after about a week of playing on these new features, I think I have a good grasp on them to talk about how I feel about them and how I think they're going to change the wipe going forward. This will not be a video on how the new changes work, but more on my opinions of the changes and how I like/dislike certain features of these changes. But before we do hop in, I do want to stop by and say that I am sick. I got some of the holiday sicknesses, as they say. So if I do sound a bit different, that is why, and I hope you guys can bear with me through this video because it is as bad as it sounds. Firstly, as we do at the end of every wipe and the beginning of every new wipe, we like to go over our stats from the previous wipe to see how we did, if we improved, and then that way we can set goals going forward. Over here on the left is wipe 7, so 2 wipes ago now since we are in the 14 patch. And on the right here is last wipe. Last wipe was a short wipe. We still were able to hit level 57. I'm hoping that this wipe we can hit level 60, if not more. I am expecting this wipe to be much longer than last wipe. I'm thinking 6+ months on this wipe. I think it's going to be a pretty long one, but we did go up. KD went from a 5.1 to a 7.1. Survival rate went 48% to 52%. We got to level 57 much faster, almost 400 raids faster than we did the wipe previous. Almost the same amount of kills. So what we did last wipe, as you can see, the hours are a bit different here. This is an alt account. We did a standard account last wipe. We did a standard account to Kappa with 0 scavs, and we got to max traders in 20 days, and we got Kappa in 36 days. And that is streams. I'm counting streams. I'm not counting days. I'm counting actual streams. So 36 streams I ended up getting Kappa in. As we keep going here, we can go to the next page here because I'm not really sure there's too many stats here that we want to look at. Maybe survival streak 9, and I had a survival streak of 17 last wipe. This wipe right now, my longest survival streak right now is actually 20, and I had no idea of that. That's crazy. I have a 20 survival streak this wipe already. So as we go on to the next page here, a couple cool stats we can see is a 71 to 99 and a 51 to 70. Now the 71 to 99 last wipe, 2 wipes ago, was actually Gingy. I killed Gingy, and she was the only person that was over level 70 that I killed last wipe. Well, 2 wipes ago. Last wipe, we didn't get any 70 pluses, but we did get a lot of 51 to 70s. A couple less than we did the wipe before, but again, this was a short wipe. Not as many people were leveled up as much. As you can see, the account lifetime, we went from 224 days the wipe before, and then last wipe was 137 days. So definitely a lot shorter of a wipe. Still going on here, we got PMC kills, 1,115 2 wipes ago, 950 last wipe. Again, a short wipe, didn't have as many players playing it as long, so less kills, definitely not as good. But this wipe, again, I'm expecting it to be a longer wipe, and I want to try and get like 1,500 PMC kills. I really do want to have at least a PMC per raid. I think that'd be a great goal to have, and that's kind of something I want to do once we start getting past all this questing and stuff. I want to really start trying to catch those numbers up to my raid amounts. If there are any other stats you guys do want to see, I will click through these here, and you guys can pause at any time, and you can sit here and compare the stats. So now that we got the stats out of the way, I definitely want to try and get into some goals that I have for this wipe. And honestly, of the goal that I had last wipe of going from a standard account to a Kappa was absolutely crazy. It was a grind and a half, but I had a ton of fun doing it. But this wipe, my plan is to just relax, vibe out, have fun with chat, have fun with viewers, and just play the game. There's been a lot of new changes coming in, and I just want to be able to experience all of them on my own without having to rush through things and trying to push through things like crazy. I think right now we're sitting around level 26. It's nothing too crazy. We've been on Shoreline so much right now. The new Shoreline map is insane, but I'm sure we'll get to that. But one of the big things I did want to do is get my hideout going. For the last 3 wipes, I have not touched my hideout. And this wipe, I really wanted to make sure that I took it as a priority to maximize the hideout and see what it has to offer for future wipes. A lot of things have changed with the hideout itself this wipe, and again, that's what we'll get into. So why don't we get into all the patch notes and everything that I've experienced so far. So to start off here on the patch notes, we have Ground Zero. Now, Ground Zero is an Awesome, awesome, awesome location. I'm sure I'll put some video in the background here. Yes, the spawns are a little hectic. Yes, some of the spawns are a little trolly, and there's some trolly places in the map, but let's be honest, that's just Tarkov. While adding a random claymore or mine or whatever in a random room where there's nothing else in it is not very gamer friendly, I feel like that is a way of BSG trying to tell people, hey, Tarkov's going to mess you up. And although, again, I do not agree with the way that they do it, where they have landmines right beside a spawn or a landmine right in a random room, or they pack a million PMCs into this small outside factory, I still do believe that the map is amazing, and I am really glad that they ended up opening it up to everybody that was above level 20 as well. If you guys do not know, Ground Zero will now be open for everybody, but the initial, I think they said it was level 1 to 20. They may have changed it to 1 to 15. I'm not 100% sure, but from what I know is they are going to have 2 separate queues now, one from level 1 to 15 or 1 to 20, and then one for 21 and over. So that will be great. Once I hit level 42 or whatever, I am definitely going back to Ground Zero to fight some PMCs. There was also a ton of good loot over on Ground Zero. There are dead PMCs everywhere because this is where the fighting all started in Tarkov, in the conflict. And it really does show on the map, and they did a really good job of storytelling inside the map. The new quests on the map are very self-explanatory. I got through the quests. I think it took me 3 or 4 raids to get through all the quests on the map. I never looked anything up. I didn't have to. I was just able to play the map, look around, read the quest, and kind of find my way and find the quests themselves. You had to do a little bit of looking around, but it wasn't anything too bad. And along with quests, I do feel like we might as well get into this now. I feel like quests are much different this wipe. You get a lot more quests early, like setup. I got set up super early now. And even then, at level 25 or 26, wherever I'm at, I feel like I have so many quests on so many maps where I feel like it's almost not overwhelming, but you have choices of where you want to go. For me, for example, Shoreline the one day, I died 7 times in a row on Shoreline from people I never even saw. Shoreline's its own animal right now, though. But I died 7 times on Shoreline to people I never even saw. So we went somewhere else and did like 5 other quests because we didn't necessarily need to be on Shoreline. It is really good having different places that you can go and you're not locked in one place on one task, because then that's when the game really gets annoying. And speaking of the Shoreline rework is next on the list here. The map is beautiful. The map is absolutely beautiful, and we might as well get into it now. They added snow to every single map in Tarkov. We've never seen snow before. We are now just seeing snow for the first time, and man, is it beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. I currently live on a farm, live on a 60-acre farm, and it's the middle of winter right now, and we have snow out there. It's snowing like crazy right now, and dude, I can look out my window and it looks like I'm looking out on woods, and it honestly is just so beautiful. Yes, the footsteps are loud. It makes you kind of walk. You end up playing slower because of it, and you can hear people. They're crunching around in the snow, but at the same time, it is such a good feeling. People can't hide in bushes as much, so that makes that a little easier, but I mean, you still have your people that rat around and stuff, but the snow is an awesome feature. And the snow on Shoreline is even more beautiful. You have this new expansion of Shoreline, and it's kind of like a part of reserve almost. It has like a feeling of reserve in there, like the K buildings, and it's all covered in snow and everything, and it's in a giant field, and it just looks absolutely beautiful. So Shoreline visually reworked most of the landscape, and when they say most of the landscape, it's like 99% of the landscape. The map is completely different. And with the snow, you get lost constantly. There is still times I spawn and I'm like, I have no idea where the hell I am. They added the new area, which we already talked about, and they updated the light sources. Everything in the resort, all of the lights, the construction lights can now be shot out. And now every time I'm in the resort, when I see one, I always shoot it out just because it feels so good to be able to shoot those out. They also got rid of all the walls, almost all of the walls around the entire map, and they added a bunch of new extracts. It is now landmines like it is on Woods, so make sure you're looking out for the signs, but I feel like these signs are better than on Woods because there seems to be a lot more. They seem to be more common along the wall of landmines there. I haven't currently run into any of the new quests yet, but they did add new quests to Shoreline. And with the rework, I know that they had to change and move some quest items around, which I have figured out that, like the UAVs. The UAVs are now in different spots, and you have to be able to find those. They're not much different. They're kind of in the same spot, just moved a little bit. New weapons. They added new weapons, but I got to use the one from the care package, and that's about it. I know a lot of people have been getting the SIG Spear in drops, but for some reason, the drops have been really, really weird this year. I'm not sure what the issue is. I have drops open, but for some reason, I'm not getting drops, and it's just like... So a lot of the new weapons and stuff I haven't really been able to use, but the RPD looks sick, the spear looks sick, and the new VSK or the KBP, those things look awesome as well. The achievement system. The achievement system is so cool. The fact that you can now get these achievements and something to grind for after you have Kappa. You can kind of go in and look at things, and these achievements do not leave over wipes or anything. They stay consistent wipe after wipe after wipe, which is really, really cool. And I can't wait to see what kind of achievements they add next. The Hall of Fame, I actually just unlocked this, and oh my goodness, is it like the coolest little thing ever, dude. They added a bunch of new little figurines, kind of like the U2s kind of things. This is a guy that I'm a big Minecraft nerd, and this is BOO. If you guys are any Minecraft nerds, make sure you guys go check out BOO. Jesus, it fell. But they added kind of those things, and you can throw those in there, and you can also put dog tags in your Hall of Fame to up your skills and stuff like that. And it's just honestly a really cool place that you can go and show off some of your stuff. The new hitbox system and new armor system. Now, I'm not going to go down through this like crazy. All I can say is I'm enjoying it. I think it's a lot of fun. I like swapping plates out in raid. I like the ability to be able to kill people. Yes, you get armpitted a lot. Yes, you get necked a lot, but you're also necking people a lot, and you're also armpitting people a lot. I think it's going to be something that we're going to have to get used to, and it's something that we can't really make full judgments on until later in wipe. But for now, I really am enjoying it. I'm enjoying learning the new system and learning how it works, how you can use it in certain situations, what armor you should be wearing, what coverage does it give you. I really do think it's just a solid change overall, and I'm excited to see where it goes in the future. Vaulting, man. Holy shit. You know, the vaulting's amazing and dog shit at the same time. There are some windows and stuff that you were like, man, I can't wait to go vault through that window. And then you get up to that window and you realize that you still have to do the same weird jump technique to get in that you had to do before. And it's just like, why did they add vaulting here? And also there are still curbs that you get stuck on that you have to actually do the little vault key to get over. Yes, your guy will just step up and over it, but it's like, why can you not just let us walk over sticks or curbs? You know, sometimes you still just really get stuck and it's a little weird. The vaulting, other than that, it's awesome. It's fast. It doesn't use a whole lot of stamina, if any, whenever you're going over small things, which is awesome, 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 awesome. Honestly, I thought you were going to have to vault over a curb and it was going to take half your stamina, but I really think they did this the right way. And I really am enjoying moving around the map, getting to different places with the new vaulting system. The shoulder transition, another thing that I am using constantly now. It is so freaking good to be able to actually like peek your barrel on the left side of you. It's so nice, and I have multiple clips of me already using it in arena and in EFT. The new recoil, and again, I am skipping over things. I'm skipping over the ammo presets, the control settings, because these aren't really things I've used. Yes, you had to reset all your controls. The ammo presets I haven't used, so I have nothing to say about them. It's not something I will use, but I can see why people do use it. The new recoil mechanics, I think every gun feels amazing, dude. That's just how it is right now. Every gun feels amazing. Every gun feels usable. I killed a guy. He had an AK-101 kitted with 5.5A1. I had a PP-19 with PST-GZH from like 30 meters away, and I was able to spray him down. We were both at a spray on each other. And you know, it just feels good to be able to use a gun, any attachment almost. Yes, there's still going to be the meta attachments, the meta guns, I'm sure, but now people can use things and there can be variety and people can have fun with the guns that they use. So the recoil changes, massive, massive W. Viewable profiles, man. Viewable profiles. This is a spicy, spicy topic. Now, there are a lot of people that think this is going to destroy cheaters. This is going to get every cheater out of the game. And I can tell you right now that there are plenty of cheaters still in Tarkov. That's just how it is. It's going to be like that for me, honestly. I like the fact that I can now see somebody's profile, see that they have 50 hours, see that they have a 50 KD, and see that they have 1,000 kills and be like, oh, the guy was just cheating. You know what I mean? You don't have to guess. I mean, yes, you still have to guess, but it's not as much of a guess. It's like, oh, that guy was just cheating. Whatever. Run next. You know what I mean? Where before it was like, God damn it. Like, what the hell was that guy doing? You know, I look at everybody's stats now whenever I get killed by them, because it's also a learning way. It's something that you can learn from, right? You see somebody's stats and you're like, holy shit, that guy's really good. No wonder he killed me. You know what I mean? Or you see a guy ratting in a bush. He's laying around a corner, not making any noise. He kills you, and he has like a 0.3 KD, and you're like, okay, that makes sense. You're new to the game. You're still trying to learn. You know what I mean? And I feel like it allows for people to actually just have a place that they can go to justify whatever it is they need to justify so that they can keep playing the game. I also think it's just really cool that I can go and creep on some of my friends' stats. You know what I mean? AI, I have noticed some AI changes where like all of a sudden there'll be like 15 scavs in a single location all in one spot, and you'll just mow them all down. It's really weird. They then did a lot of ammo balancing. A lot of the ammos are really different now, and I find myself going back to the ammo chart to see, hey, is this a good ammo? Hey, is this a good ammo? 545 by 39 has had a lot of changes to it, and I find myself constantly going back to the wiki to see what ammos I should be using. Balancing changes to quests. We already kind of went through this. They added a bunch of quests. They kind of balanced where the quests were. Like I said, you can kind of be on all these different maps doing different quests all at the same time. Balancing changes to crafting. I have noticed a couple of the crafts have been changed up for the armors and stuff like that. Just because of the new armor system and stuff, they can't have it a specific way, so all those things had to be changed. Balancing changes to muzzle devices. I do know that they changed how the muzzle brakes and the suppressors and everything work a little bit. I've been trying to figure that out on my own, but I haven't really been able to see a whole lot. But I do know that there has been changes made. I know that Gigabeef has made some pretty awesome videos on that. If you guys haven't watched Gigabeef, he does a lot of the science behind a lot of these things. Him, Airwing Marine, they do a lot of science behind it. I kind of just use it. You know, I kind of just use it, and I'm letting you guys know what I feel about it. Painkillers. We're into the quality of life changes. The painkillers are much better. Now it's just like the sides of your screen kind of turn black and white, and whenever the painkiller runs off, there's a short blur, and then you're pretty much back to normal, and it's not bad. If you do use another painkiller before the painkiller wears off, that blurriness does not come, and you can just keep using painkillers if you stay on top of it. And one of the secret changes that I do kind of want to go over is interchange. And I don't know if this is just me or if it's everybody, but it seems like interchange is much brighter than it was in the past. I find myself able to see a lot more on interchange, and that is very awesome. I really enjoy being able to go into that map and seeing, because it's a beautiful map. If only we could see the map. You know, like, it's so beautiful. I would love to just be able to look at it, you know? And now I feel like we kind of almost can look at it a little bit. There was a bunch of bug fixes here at the bottom, but a lot of the stuff I haven't really ran into yet. So yeah, but guys, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Again, I do apologize that I am sick. I'm not feeling the best. This video might be all over the place, and I apologize. But as one of the new year goals, I did want to try and get a video out at least one video out a week. So that's what I'm really trying to do. I'm really trying to grind over here on YouTube to get you guys here and to get some viewership over here. I do stream Escape from Tarkov every Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern time. I'd love for you guys to stop by, and also I would love for you guys to leave a like on this video if you guys did enjoy it, and if you guys are enjoying the wipe. Leave your comments down below what you guys think of the wipe. If there's anything I didn't go over that you are liking, that you aren't liking, make sure you guys put it down in the comments. And guys, with all that, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Peace.